Hi guys, thanks for clicking on to my video. So today I wanted to talk about the feelings of I suck. So usually I don't go around thinking that I suck all the time. But wow, ever since I put out my first video, this feeling of I suck started coming up very strongly. In the past, I've had periods when I thought that I was a failure and a loser, but that feeling has been gone for quite a number of years, so it was really surprising that it came up all of a sudden. It's really actually a humbling experience. I mean, I knew in my head that when you're starting something new or you're exposing yourself even a little bit, it's a risk. But I wasn't prepared for this kind of self-loathing feeling to come up. Even though I've dealt with a lot of self-doubt and insecurities in the past, I guess they're still deep down inside. This is why I don't do any social media outside of YouTube. I don't really consider YouTube to be social media because I just watch the videos that I'm interested in, and I feel like social media in general, like Instagram and things like that, it's a competition game. Do you guys like doing social media? If you do, let me know which parts of it that you like and how you deal with the comparisons. I mean, I know that it's good for when you want to get some motivation in your life. Sometimes I like to watch those motivational videos or vlogs to make me a little bit more motivated. But I can't keep watching those videos for a long time, because eventually I would start comparing myself to them and I would not feel good about myself. So remember back in the day when they had Facebook and MySpace? I didn't do any MySpace, and I wasn't really interested in Facebook when it came out. But when I went to this party, and it was a pretty big party, and everyone was taking pictures and posting it on Facebook, and they told me I had to do it and create an account. So I did. And when I was looking through my friends' pictures of them partying or having a good time, it triggered this thing in me, this feeling that I had back in junior high and high school. My first reaction was icky because it was a very unpleasant feeling. And the feelings of insecurities and I don't know, like you feel like you're missing out on something or you're not fitting in with everyone just really came out. And this was a time when my husband and I just came back from California and we were kind of starting a new life in Tokyo as a married couple. So these were all new friends, and we wanted to start hanging out with them. So doing Facebook just seemed like a natural thing to do. So on the surface, it looked like I was having a great time, partying with all these friends and having a good time. But mentally, it was very, very unhealthy. I mean, I like these friends genuinely. They're really great people, but it was my mentality that got really screwed up. Up until mid high school, I think I was just like everyone else, trying to fit in and be liked. I was especially insecure growing up in the States. I came back to Tokyo in high school. And by mid high school, I was just done with trying to fit in with everyone else. So I was pretty much a loner in high school and college. That was a tomato juice fail. So anyway, in my early adulthood, when this Facebook thing came on and all these insecurities came right back up, and I was starting to act all, yay, let's fit in and things like that, it was really difficult for me. I got obsessed in taking pictures and making it seem like I was having a great life. I mean, I had a good life, but with this Facebook thing, it was like I had to show it. My husband, who knew me as a loner, was like, "What is going on with you? I've never seen this side of you." I mean, I'm glad that I met these friends, but I would have never done Facebook if I hadn't met them. And I'm not projecting this onto anyone. This was 100% my craziness. Another time I got this crazy was when I had a unhealthy love addiction to an old boyfriend. I didn't do anything crazy, but in my mind, I was very unstable. It seems kind of silly to compare these two incidences, but both of them, I think, had a similar effect on me. They both triggered this deep insecurity I had. And that feeling was so powerful that I just got swept away or knocked off my feet. Because usually when unpleasant feelings or things happen, I just deal with it and write in my journal and try to learn from it. But with these two incidences, it was like a big tsunami just washed over me and I lost my footing. I knew I was super unstable, but I couldn't ground myself. As I'm writing this in preparation for my voiceover, I'm starting to feel more calm. It's been a little less than a week since I posted or uploaded my first video, and every morning I would get up with this huge anxiety and just doom and gloom of like, I suck. And so that's when I knew that I had to talk about this in my next video. And actually writing this down is making me feel really calm. To tell you the truth, I actually recorded a voiceover for this video before. it was about my doctor anxiety since I had to go and see my doctor. I have terrible doctor slash hospital anxiety. So usually my husband comes with me, but the other day it was for a minor thing. So I just went by myself. So I'm all tense and nervous because I'm going by myself. And there was this one nurse that was just a tiny bit rude. For normal people, I don't think it would bother them. But for me, I almost had a panic attack. I know, this is so embarrassing for me to admit. Having panic attacks makes me feel like a defective human being. Like I'm a helpless child who can't take care of themselves. I've had terrible experiences with doctors in Japan that I think I have a phobia. But when I have a panic attack, it's not like I feel like I'm having a heart attack. So at first, I didn't even know what it was. I would just get really nauseous and faint all of a sudden. I would have to lie down and I physically could not move. But there was this one time when I had to go to the ER, and that's when I knew that it was a panic attack. I would get this dull pain that was dull but strong, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. And sometimes this goes on for days. It's not unusual for me to have a panic attack after I see the doctor. That's why I have my husband come with me for moral support. Oh, I just remembered while I was in that crazy Facebook phase, my panic attacks would get worse. So, you know that feeling of loneliness, even if you're in a group of people? For me, that's like the worst kind of loneliness. But anyway, I wouldn't get lonely when I'm hanging out with them because probably I was with my husband. But when I would go home or just on a random day looking at Facebook, I would all of a sudden get this panicky feeling of loneliness. Like I had to have someone I could hold on to. And the panic attacks I was getting then it was like being on one of those free fall rides, but there was no ending. Like I would keep falling and falling and falling, and you know that feeling of like uncomfortable butterflies in your stomach? That's how I felt continuously. So that's when I would start commenting and liking everyone's pictures and sending people text messages, and it was just so crazy. Because that is so not the way I am normally. So after that experience, I physically cannot open up any other social media accounts outside of YouTube, of course. Now I only keep my Facebook account because I use it as an address book. I almost never open my account though. So, do you guys deal with anxiety or panic attacks? If you're comfortable, please share those stories with me. So, I've been having a cold on and off for about a month now. And these are green onions that are called naganegi in Japan. And and they're supposed to boost your immune system. I hope you guys are all doing well, mentally and physically. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll see you in the next video.